May mga nagtatanong, bakit ang bilis nung determination and sufficiency in grounds, no? It just took you, I think, mga 2 hours yata, no? And then you decided already in that committee that it was sufficient in grounds. Ano po ba itong determination na ito as part of your process?
Etong determination and sufficiency in grounds, Christian, is supposed to focus dun sa mga subsequent responsive pleadings, no? That includes the answer of the respondent, the supposed reply of the complainant, and the supposed rejoinder of the respondent again, no? Pero ang nangyari dito sa answer, kamukha ng narinig natin to most of the justice members who manifested their position. Hindi siya directly responsive to the allegations in the complaint. So it is as if there is no answer. That is according to the members of the Justice Committee. And even from the point of view of the complainant, it did not challenge, it did not refute, it did not even commented to the real issues alleged in the complaint. So much so that the complainant decided to file this manifestation of their waiver to file a reply, no? As a matter of fact, hindi lang complainants ng third impeachment complaint. Even the complainant of the fourth impeachment complaint waived their opportunity to file a reply. So kung walang reply dahil na-waive na, there is no reason at all to anticipate a rejoinder. So first and foremost, Christian, yung period which is provided supposed to be to the filing of reply and the period provided to the filing of rejoinder na set aside because na-waive na yung reply, no? At kung bakit bumilis ang determination ng sufficiency in ground, it is because most of the justice members manifested that it never refuted, it never challenged, it never questioned, or even commented to the real issues alleged in the complaint. So, how are they going to assess whether or not nabago ba yung appreciation nila about sufficiency in substance? Of course, kung unrefuted yung mga issues doon sa complaint dahil hindi na-address directly ng answer kung anong naging appreciation nila in the past step of the impeachment proceeding, it will stand, no? Kung ano yung appreciation nila about the impeachment complaint because it was not challenged, it was not refuted, no? Ibig sabihin, hindi na bago kung anong kanilang appreciation, understanding dito sa allegations in the original impeachment complaint, no? And that is why dumating sa punto na may mga nagma-manifest pang kongs, pero may mga kongs na rin na bumubulong, let's proceed to vote. Kasi ang naririnig na namin, puros comment doon sa complaint, no? Remember, during the opening statement, I even reminded the Kongs, let us not step backward. Let's step forward. This deliberation is not intended to discuss the allegations in the complaint. What we are supposed to discuss today is the allegations in the answer. But because the answer is not responsive to the complaint, there were occasions when the justice members were tending to articulate again on the complaint. Kasi wala silang masabi about the answer because the answer is not responsive to the complaint. And that is why kukonti ang nag-manifest and all those manifestations led to let's go to voting, ganon. It's because wala talagang issue na na-establish doon si answer.
Okay.
That's why.
Ano pong basa niyo dito sa sagot ng Vice Presidente ad cautelam? So basically, they are proceeding with caution. Hindi ba medyo parang may pagkamayabang o magasbang ba yung dating? Dahil hindi sinagot yung mga punto na na-raise doon sa dalawang impeachment complaints, bagkus kinwestiyon yung supposed lack of due process, Double standard daw sa pag-handle ninyo sa impeachment complaints against her and those against the president before. At pangatlo, wala naman daw tinatawag na ultimate facts. Kumbaga, hindi ba sa simpleng usapan, parang ang yabang na sagot nito.
Well, basically, parang total disregard yun doon sa complaint, no? At total disregard din to the exercise of due process, which the Justice Committee has been observing since day one of our impeachment proceeding, no? I wish to add also, Christian, hindi lang dinisregard nila yung mga allegations dun sa complaint. They went on raising issues like violation of due process, failure to state ultimate facts, and disparity between the parameters in the impeachment proceeding against the president vis-a-vis the impeachment proceeding against the vice president. I wish to share to the public that issues like this are not cognizable by the Justice Committee. No? The proper forum actually for issues like this should be the Supreme Court already via the petition. No? So, yun nga, total disregard ng complaint, total disregard ng impeachment proceeding, and instead of addressing the real issues which were raised in the impeachment complaint, they went on questioning the proceeding of the Justice Committee, no?
Opo.
And of course, in my capacity as chairperson, and in all fairness to all the members of the Justice Committee, we've been very, very observant to the requirement of due process. As a matter of fact, ang ginagamit ko ang term dito, Christian, gumagapang kami sa rules of impeachment because we do not want to do away even the slightest requirement in the rules of impeachment because we understand that we owe this to the Filipino people. Ang tagal na nitong mga issues na to. Ang tagal na nitong mga questions na ito. It's about time na marinig na ng sambayan ng Pilipino ang mga kasagutan ng ating Vice Presidente dun sa mga aligasyon ng confidential fund, threat, and even the unexplained wealth in SAL and vis-a-vis the actual generation of income. No? At least for
Opo.
some the issues which were mentioned in the two impeachment complaints.
Actually, on my part, as someone observing the proceedings, ang dating sa akin, nagiging sobrang ingat po kayo. And I think I raised this in our previous interview. Mukhang ayaw nyo nang mabutasan o ayaw nyo mabutasan at all. Diba? Dahil alam
That is
naman ng
correct.
mga
That
pwedeng
is
hakbang,
correct.
hindi po ba? Okay. Nabanggit nyo
Yes.
po yung
As a
Supreme
matter
Court.
of fact, Christian, hindi lang ako eh. I think all the justice members are very cautious this time. No? They're very cautious to the point that we do not want to deviate from the rules that is provided under the rules of impeachment.
Okay. Nabanggit niyo po kanina yung Supreme Court, no? Mukha po bang isa yan sa nakikita niyong posibleng strategiya nitong Vice Presidente? Hindi kilalanin, basically, yung ginagawa niyo dyan sa House Justice Committee dahil eventually, pwede naman silang dumulog sa Korte Suprema.
Yes, that is one of the strategies which is being indicated right now, no? By the way they allege their defenses and arguments in the answer. But I hope that even the Supreme Court is watching the proceeding. I hope they recognize the strict compliance to the rules. I hope they acknowledge the ample compliance to the requirement of due process, no? Again, Christian, ang tagal na nito. The people of the Philippines have been waiting for answers. We failed on the first impeachment complaint, but we recognize the authority of the Supreme Court. No, I hope that this time around, the Supreme Court will be with us as we conduct this impeachment process, which we owe to the sovereign Filipino people.
Kasi I think ang concern po dyan baka mag-astang pakialamero na naman ang Korte Suprema doon sa mga bagay na under the Constitution ay dapat exclusively nasa saklaw ng kapangyarihan ng Kongreso. With all due respect sa Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Yun lang po yung sinasabi ko.
Yeah. Yes, because at the end of the day, Christian, in spite of the disparity of opinions, in spite of the various legal opinions coming from the luminaries, the fact remains that the Supreme Court is the final arbiter in all controversies pertaining to the interpretation and even implementation of laws and rules, no? But
Okay.
let us hope and pray that this time around we will be together in the conduct of
Opo.
this impeachment process together with the highest tribunal.